the style play that you guys are playing here, that Stephanie is going to bring here. It's run and gun, it's shooters, it's emotion offense. And so my eyes lit up like a Christmas tree. So when I just kind of heard what they were doing, and of course you have Caitlin, who's drawn eyes from all around the world, that was like, why would I not? Why not be a part of something great? You go from DeWanna, and now you're going to a team who is going to be a contender for a championship.
From her very first interview in an Indiana Fever jersey, Sophie Cunningham has sent shockwaves through the WNBA. She didn't come for the spotlight. She came to win. Sophie said it herself, point blank. That tone she sets right away, it signals that she's here with a purpose to push Indiana to the top. And almost the moment she started talking, she shined a light on what's brewing with the Fever's roster, especially the chance to team up with Caitlin Clark. If you're wondering why this interview matters so much, it's because Sophie's the kind of fiery competitor who can immediately change a team's dynamic. She didn't just show up to soak in hype, she's laser focused on maximizing Indiana's talent. And just like DeWanna Bonner before her, Cunningham can't stop talking about Caitlin Clark's impact. There's a charge in her voice every time she so much as mentions Clark and the rest of the Fever, and trust me, you can feel it.
When I first heard about it, I was so excited. Like I just knew that it was my time to get outside my comfort zone. The style play that you guys are playing here, that Stephanie is going to bring here, it's run and gun, it's shooters, it's emotion offense. And so my eyes lit up like a Christmas tree. So when I just kind of heard what they were doing, and of course you have Caitlin, who's drawn eyes from all around the world, that was like, why would I not? Why not be a part of something great?
Sure, one factor in Sophie's decision might be that she's from the Midwest. Getting closer to her roots definitely has appeal, but there's more to it than that. After soaking up years of experience in Phoenix under legends like DeWanna Bonner, she saw a window to thrive in a new system. She's stepping out of her comfort zone, ready to run and gun under Stephanie White, and looking to light up the scoreboard from every angle.
But to be honest, I am just so excited to be here. I'm from the Midwest, and so for me to kind of get back to my roots and be close to my family, I'm so excited. Like when I say that I am refreshed and I am motivated, and I just like kind of feel like my spark is back. Everyone thinks I've been feisty. You've not even seen the feisty side of me yet, so this should be really fun.
Remember, Sophie was guided by one of the all-time greats in DeWanna Bonner. She knows what it's like to win under the brightest lights. Now she wants to pass on that wisdom. If Clark's unstoppable shot meets Cunningham's road-tested grit, the rest of the league better brace itself. Sophie's genuine excitement for Clark is obvious. She can't wait to see how far that partnership can go.
But to be honest, I learned so much out in Phoenix. I was really blessed to have some really great teammates. You get to learn from the GOAT, DeWanna Bonner. You've had a lot of people going in and out of that program. They've won championships. And so there's just a lot to learn. And I think that when this opportunity came about, when I first heard about it, I was so excited.
What really fuels Sophie is the chance to be on a squad that hustles relentlessly. That's the Fever's identity. Grit, speed, and an all-in attitude. She talks about wanting to play with fearless teammates, to be part of a culture that battles for every loose ball. When Cunningham says she's a little bit sassy, you can practically see her itching to spark some fierce energy in the locker room and on the court.
You know, I just outwork people. I'm the ultimate competitor. I'm a fierce competitor. I'm a little bit sassy sometimes, you know, which people don't like, but I love. My teammates always love. And to be honest, I spread the court. Like I can shoot the ball. And when you have playmakers who are quick, who are great passers, with Kelsey Mitchell too, it lets them do their thing, and then the defense draws in and you're just ready to shoot. And so, you know, I think that I'll bring a lot to this team.
Now picture Sophie stepping into an offense designed around quick ball movement and laser-sharp shooters. She can spot up behind the arc, knock it down with confidence, or slash to the hoop if defenders crowd her. It's the exact style she's been craving. Moves like this can reshape a franchise almost overnight, and Indiana fans are already buzzing about how her versatile skill set pairs with star players like Kelsey Mitchell and, of course, Caitlin Clark.
You know, to be honest, I've played in emotion offense my whole life outside of kind of Phoenix. You know, it was more one-on-one and let people do their thing, and if you're open, you're open. Where I'm more, I like to move, I like to run, I like to dribble and kick, you know what I mean? And so when you see Caitlin, when you see Aaliyah Boston, she's a great passer. Kelsey Mitchell's a great passer, that if you move and you make the great cut, you're gonna get the ball. And I think that just helps everybody, you know, free up.
Imagine the creative plays that might unfold. Clark drawing defenders out high, Cunningham cutting back door. Then Kelsey Mitchell nailing a wide-open shot, all while Aaliyah Boston commands attention in the paint. It's like the Fever are assembling a chessboard where every piece is lethal, and Sophie wants to be the one setting those moves in motion. Off the court, she's equally committed to keeping everyone grounded in the face of a massive spotlight.
You know, I am really excited, and I didn't come here for the spotlight. I didn't come here to have more eyes. I came here to win. And I really do think that with the group that we have, that we are going to win. We are going to get a championship sooner than later. And I fully believe that. And I think our team and our staff, our front office, everyone believes that. It's a culture thing. And
Cunningham keeps coming back to one key point: how excited she is about her new teammates. She sees the potential for an explosive perimeter game and believes that with enough chemistry, the Fever could become a three-point nightmare for opposing defenses. It's like Indiana has been piecing together a puzzle, and Sophie just might be that extra edge that brings it all together.
Me, I'm biting at the bit. I'm ready for our team to get here. I'm ready for training camp to get here. I just am excited to get started, but I do think that's why we're turning heads.
She's already talking up the chance to run alongside Kelsey Mitchell. Sophie genuinely admires Mitchell's explosive scoring and quickness. She jokes about being relieved she won't have to guard her anymore, which says a lot about how tough Mitchell is. It also shows how serious Sophie is about forging a dynamic backcourt capable of torching defenses in multiple ways.
Sir Kelsey Mitchell is a great passer that if you move and you make the great cut, you're going to get the ball. And I think that just helps everybody, free up. And so I like to run. I kind of get the name Forrest Gump sometimes. And I'm like, hey, if you guys want to call me, that's fine. I'll beat you down the court every time. But I really am just excited for the style of play and what I can bring to the table for this team.
Sophie's also openly praising Aaliyah Boston. She knows if Indiana wants to excel, they need Boston to step up even more. Cunningham wants to help Boston find that extra gear in her game. A veteran's confidence can do wonders for a younger player, especially when that veteran is as fearless and passionate as Sophie Cunningham. But Mitchell isn't her only focus. Sophie is pumped to join fellow veteran Natasha Howard, a multi-time All-Star she's been wanting to team up with for years. Cunningham sees this partnership as a chance to blend leadership styles and mentor the younger players. In her mind, these are the final parts of a puzzle that could catapult the Fever from interesting to downright dangerous.
I can't forget about Natasha Howard. Been talking to her for a couple years about being teammates, and so it's fun that we're both here now, and I think that she brings a very versatile four who can also shoot the three ball.
In Sophie's mind, just like Bonner said before her, the dynamic in Indiana goes well beyond one star player. It's about the entire Fever core coming together. Cunningham, Clark, Mitchell, Boston, Bonner, Howard. Sophie is thrilled to join forces with these rising talents instead of trying to figure out how to stop them from the other side. That shift has her fueled up and ready to go.
Any team that you can have players 1 through honestly 5 who can get the ball and go, I think that's just huge. You don't allow the defense to set up. You allow Caitlin to get off the ball a little bit and go do her thing as a 2. DB bringing the ball up, that's going to cause a lot of issues with her height and the way she shoots the ball. And so for me, if I get it, we're going. Like, we're running and gunning. And I know that we're all kind of on the same page about the offense that we want to run and whatnot.
Look at the Fever's core: Mitchell, Clark, Boston, Howard, Bonner, and now Cunningham. Sophie sees a potential powerhouse here. She's not just interested in quick fixes, she's talking about real culture building. If the chemistry gels the way she believes it can, Indiana might not just become a playoff staple. They could become legitimate contenders.
I think this is a huge blessing. I think there's more eyes on the W more than ever. There's more eyes around the world on this team more than any team, I think, in the whole entire world. And so I think just like embracing it, but making sure that we stay tight-knit. I'm a very big culture and relationship type of person. And so I think there's going to be a lot of noise, but if this culture right here in this locker room can be good, I think we're going to be all right.
Here's where it gets more intriguing. Sophie hints that Clark and the entire Fever roster could have another gear we haven't even seen yet. It's not just about adding star power. It's about elevating each other's games. Cunningham envisions a long-term winning culture where everyone pushes each other to reach new levels. If she's right, Indiana could morph into a powerhouse sooner rather than later.
You know what? I think there's always a lot of noise, right? but this is magnified to an extent that women's basketball has never seen before. And so I think that's why it is huge to have those relationships with not only your coaching staff, but with every single teammate. You don't have to be best friends, but you have to have each other's backs and you have to get along. And I think that's something that I love is the culture, because we're going to win games, we're going to lose games, hopefully not too many, but you're going to remember these types of moments.
She's not stopping at just hype. Sophie wants to mentor and elevate her younger teammates too, especially a generational talent like Caitlin Clark. Think of it like adding a high-octane boost to an engine already revving at high speed. Clark's game is jaw-dropping, as is, but Cunningham's playoff know-how could give the rookie that extra push toward all-time greatness.
You can have the best team, but if you don't have playoff experience, that other team is going to win the majority of the time. And so I think they were really smart about bringing people who are experienced that. They know that we have the firepower to get there, but now you need the experience and the knowledge and sometimes just like the calmness of how to kind of adjust through playoffs.
Think back to the Fever's first round playoff series last season. They fought hard but lacked big game experience. Now you've got Sophie Cunningham, a player who's been in 15 playoff games, plus other seasoned vets like DeWanna Bonner and Natasha Howard. Sophie's especially hyped about teaming up with Caitlin Clark, the rookie who's already commanding global attention. She sees something special in Clark's game that fans and opponents may not fully grasp yet.
It's crazy this year with our versatility. I don't know. I think that's why we're turning heads. I think that's why people are really keen on us more. And I say us, and it's my first time as a Fever.
No, you can
so
be
now
us.
I can say us.
It's us,
and so
yeah.
I really am just excited about not only what I can bring to the table, but as a whole, our versatility as a team is going to be huge.
What does Sophie's playoff experience mean for Indiana right now? It could be the missing puzzle piece in high-pressure situations. She's been through intense postseason battles alongside legends, so she understands the mental and physical demands. That's the wisdom she hopes to share with teammates who are hungry for a deep run.
And I know it was a big deal to be in the finals and whatnot, but now kind of being 6 years in the league, you know that you need that type of stuff. And it's just different. You don't know until you don't know. I keep saying that because that's just the truth. And so the more that we can pour into the people who haven't been there and the rookies and all that type of stuff, I just think that's a really, really good thing.
For fans, this season looks like it might be a thrill ride. Cunningham isn't just a solid piece. She's a catalyst who can lift everyone else's energy. Picture her sprinting the floor on fast breaks, draining shots from deep, and pumping her fists after a big defensive stop. That's exactly the spark Indiana's been searching for.
I think that is a total blessing to like know that whatever you bring to the table, like your teammates are going to rise to the occasion and match that energy. And so for me, I think I'm just a naturally kind of like happy, go lucky, go with the flow type person. And so when it comes to being on the court, I really am. I'm spicy, I'm fiery, I'm the ultimate competitor, and I'm really just trying to do whatever it takes for my team to win.
So how big is Sophie Cunningham's arrival for the Indiana Fever? In a word, enormous. She's not here to chase fame, she's here to help this team collect wins. Her ability to unify a locker room and fire up both veterans and rookies could shift the entire WNBA landscape. The only real question left is, are you ready to see the Fever take a giant leap forward with Sophie Cunningham leading the charge?